Oh, I'm a complete moron. Hang on. No, that one's that. That's me. Still not hearing anything. You bastard. Spotify. Oh, that worked. I don't hear that. I just don't know why I can't hear this. Refresh. Refresh. You cracker face. Oh, there we go. I can hear myself. Cracker face. Oh, there we go. Oh, God. Where's the pause button? Ooh. Okay, never mind. Ugh. Switch to me. Where? Hello. Oh, what was that? Anyway. Live. Hello. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, that works. All right. Hello. This is ridiculous. Hi, everybody. Not many bodies, soon to be more bodies, hopefully. Welcome to the stream, and I'm looking up at you. You're all the way up here. This is a test. This isn't going to be a proper stream. This is just going to be a test stream. We're going to dick about for a while and see what works. Phantom, welcome to stream. Skin Ripper, welcome to stream. Anybody else who may be lurking, welcome to stream. This is not close enough to my face. Hello. Oh, that's so much better. I'm not looking over it anymore. This is great. Right, all right. So, temperatures. Bad. Very bad. Bad if it's hot. Bad if it's hot. Good if it's not. How do you make sense? How? How is it that the GPU is at 31 degrees when I'm doing nothing and it's ramping the fans to like 50%, and then when I'm streaming and doing heavy stuff and it's at 44, its fans aren't spinning? It's like, you know what? The hotter you get, the less I give a shit. That does not make sense. But CPU is holding well for a Ryzen. So anyway, anyhow. Whether you... Ooh, looks weird. Looks like I've got a dangly bit just in the corner. It's because I have. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be terrible. Nobody's going to show up. I haven't streamed for a while because I've been busy. I've not done a video on my new setup yet, but that's basically what I'm running, hence the completely different overlay that you see. This stream is just me testing, getting ideas of my thermals as I go through like a 20 to 30 minute stream, just to keep an eye on things, just to see how the new system reacts, whether it crashes, whether it dies, whether it works. Additionally, feedback on things like the overlay here. I am streaming a 4K resolution ultra-wide monitor, so the issue with that is obviously that things may be a tad smaller than you're used to, and we need to sort of know if that is the case. So what I'll also do anyway is I'll watch the stream back myself on a smaller screen and some average size screens and even smaller screens like phones maybe, and just get an idea of how difficult it is to see, because I guarantee this is not going to be incredibly easy to read. It's a little bit smaller, but there's nothing I can do about that. I can't stream on any of the other two smaller monitors or capture those for you because they're up here. If you see me looking up a lot now, it's because I'm just sort of gazing up to look at the chat just to read it because it's up top. So Raz the Berry, welcome to the stream. Sable, hello. Meow. Meow. Was that a good impression? Zim the Bard, welcome to the stream. Varanmis, welcome to the stream. Like I said, for those that are coming in late, Black Knight, hello. What are you doing here? I thought you'd given up all hope on me. I thought you'd left me forever. Welcome to the stream. For those coming late, I'm basically testing the new ultra-wide setup, and it's also got two monitors on the top. So it's a bit nuts. I want to do a video on it to show people how I'm now going to be streaming and what my setup's like. How are you feeling? Yeah, warm, but to be expected. That's fine. Okay, so I had a few... Try again. I've had a few crashes on this, but I think it's just a slightly unstable overclock on the RAM. So I've got to sort of look into it, but this is kind of why I want to do a stream. I want to see how this affects temperatures, how this affects everything. And so far, it's no different to just playing a game at the minute. As long as the GPU temps don't hit the 60s, I'm going to be happy. As long as the CPU temps don't hit the 60s, I'm going to be happy. Same number. But what I want to do now is do something a little more demanding, which is actually load something in the Creation Kit. The initial loading of this is boosting the temps up a bit. This thing's running at like 50 degrees C on idle, which apparently is actually quite normal for a Ryzen 12 core 5 nanometer. I think it's 5 nanometer processor. You're packing a lot of punch in a very small package, so... supposed to be able to click on those 3 lines on the screen because either we can't or I don't know how. What 3 lines? Oh, no. No, these you're not meant to be able to click on. There's not that sort of functionality on Twitch. They're just like full laid out URLs that you can type up. There's not really anything I can do there. But yeah, it looks like the chat's running on there quite nicely. It's fitting reasonably well. Interesting. I think my lines are out of whack, but I'm not entirely sure. No, I think they're okay, actually. Let's try some music, because I need to get snip. Snippity snip snip. Wrong snip. This snip up and running. That should start running. We need to put some music on as well, just so I'm sort of running the amount of programs that I usually would run. And then we need to load something up. So let's have something streamy. That's nice. Okay, so we're looking at about 52. It's about normal. That fucking light is trying to kill me. I may have to get a thing that lets me mount the camera on it. Then I can bend it around and have it aimed downwards so I can actually lean back. Because if I lean back in my chair now, it's more of a... Hang on. Whee! It's much better because I'm over here and I can just pull the mic in closer to me, like... Hello, hello. And that's a lot better because I'm naturally just sort of able to sort of lean my head back and then just read the chat and then just sort of look forward when I'm doing stuff on here. But you can see the problem is that the webcam, how it's mounted on top of the monitor right now, is it's a bit too high. It looks a bit too high up, so... There you go. I don't know what to do. I'm completely baffled because this is madness. I don't know what to do with an ultra wide with a creation kit. It's overwhelming. I haven't actually done any proper modding, so I'm just going to go to Riverwood and destroy everything. Let's see this right. Oh, I knew this. I said this before I built the machine. I said the creation kit will still be a laggy pile of dog shit, and it is. It doesn't know how to utilise all the cores. It's trash. But anyway, that's fine. I've got my quick scroll back because I have a mouse that doesn't lag. It's joyful. This is absolutely wonderful right now. Turn that down. But yeah, we need to piss about with things, see what happens. Yeah, to be fair, exterior cells like that are usually a pain in the backside. Let's go to Bleak Falls Barrow. Or wherever this sends us. Let's just, that laggy cunt, isn't it? Anyway. I don't know, it looks better in here. This looks weird. Right, what we want to do is put hawkers everywhere. Really? It's a real slow bitch. It's a bit sluggish. I don't know why. Might just be because I'm streaming. I might have to try some Creation Kit fixes, stream, speed things up in this thing. Yeah, because that feels really slow, like doing stuff. Not placement wise, but like undoing and putting new things in really seems quite slow. It's a bit frustrating. Looking about 60 degrees, that's fine. 43 GPU. GPU, you finally used your fans. Well done. There you go, because I was going to the 50s, now it's not. Right, it's going to be bloody toast in here in our stream. Oh, lovely, that didn't automatically scroll, so I just missed half a dozen chat messages. Thank you. Let me just read the chat. Let's have a look. Idle's about 38. Yeah, the Ryzen's idle... the temperatures for Ryzen's are apparently like 10, 20 degrees more than Intel. Because it's got more cores and it's smaller. Robert, welcome to the stream. 7 nanometer. I think they're working toward 5 nanometer. Yeah, I'm going to do a video of the whole setup at some point. I suppose I could try and show you it now. Let's have a look. I mean, I can take a picture. It's not finished. Yeah. Right, that should upload to the Google Drive photos. I should be able to see it. Oh, no, that was a silly photo from the other day. Come on, you sausage crane. This phone is starved of life. It needs charging. Hello. What up, lady? Upload, you slut. There we go. Oh, good heavens, a bourbon. That's it. It took a long time to save for, and it took a long time to build. So basically, I've got a computer there, which is interesting. I went for the Fractal Mesh Phi 2 because I want something that doesn't die when you turn it on due to heat. I went with the PowerPlay mousepad that wirelessly charges the G903 mouse because I don't like cables, and I don't like mice that have to be plugged into cables. And I don't like cables on my... I don't like cables. I don't know if you noticed. I don't like cables and I don't like charging things. I don't like doing stuff. I'm lazy. So that will wirelessly charge that. I've got a G915 keyboard, same Logitech keyboard I've been using for some months now. Same controller, same microphone there, the Blue Yeti, which is red. The same speakers that I've had for a little while, the 560s from Logitech. There's a theme coming along here. It's Logitech theme. If you notice, there's a Logitech Brio camera. That's the camera that I'm using, 4K camera. You can see I've got my thermals up here. I'm using NZXT cam. This isn't finished. The cable management is not fantastic yet. We've been working very hard on it, but it turns out some of these cables for the monitors were far too short, so they're stretching into place at the moment. So these cables will be completely gone. These cables will be completely gone, and you will barely see the cables underneath the desk either, because I haven't had a chance to route them. But yeah, me and Simpson worked on this for good few days, maybe even a week. Like the Christmas period has just been building this damn thing. These are the two monitors that I had before, but they've had their arms removed off the back, which is a pain in the arse, by the way, because you have to literally rip them out, rip the back off the monitors by shoving a fucking what did we use? A chisel into the back of the monitor to get all the clips off, and then take the back off, and then unscrew the mounts on them, the actual stands, so that we could then mount them. The arm is very interesting. The actual monitor arm is a bitch. It was a bitch to sort of figure. We had to buy modular parts from Duronic because of the setup. Most people have 2 and 1 above. I don't want that. I want my ultra wide as my main baby, and I wanted 2 above. So we had to get like 3 or 4 different arm pieces, all from Duronic, that all go together, and check the sizing and everything, and then piece all that together so that we could get it where we wanted. Like I say, I want to be able to lean back so that I don't have to look up. That's just not going to be good for my neck, especially in like 3-hour streams. So yeah, stuff to be done, cables to be cleaned up, some adjusting to be done. I want to try and get something to mount this camera on so it'll go up the back behind the pole and then reach in and let me just sort of twist it and turn it about to exactly where I need. But yeah, otherwise I've got my Skyrim coaster there, I've got my wireless charging thing there. I'll do like a whole video on this for the channel. I was planning on doing like a don't know why I was doing that. I was planning on doing like a video of like multiple videos of me like building it, but I just wanted to make sure that this was put together correctly, and there was a lot of frustration in it, so I didn't do that. But I will do a 1 or 2 videos of the hardware setup, go over this in detail, and then also the software setup for streaming once I figure it out. Because you can see that I've got Streamlabs up here, I've got monitoring software for temps, and I've got the chat. So I've got an extra screen now, in a sense. Well, yes, I have got an extra screen. I've got a whole extra screen. It's almost like having 4, as you can see. So that's the setup. What up? It is very warm. 2 high-powered PCs in here. It's the only problem currently. The main issue is that sodding radiator.
I turned it down.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think we need to make sure that sodding radiator's turned down or off most days, because these are generating the heat that we need right now. But yeah, it's getting very warm in here, so another reason why I'm testing. So where are you going?
Switch.
Go play Switch, yeah. See you in a bit. I'll be up in a bit. I'm not actually going to stream. Hey, Hawker's Anus, hello. Have they actually put the texture detail in there? I think they have. That's disgusting. So yeah, I figured what I'd do is have the preview window in a constant place, a slot for it, if you will, and then I'd have an extra object window, because quite often I'm like sort of looking at 2 object windows to link stuff together, so that's helpful. I've gone with a bigger cell view that I don't need, and I've gone with a large render window. So I just want a bit of feedback on, can you even see half of this? Like if I'm going into stuff here and editing it and changing it, messing with things, how much of this can you actually see? I mean, how much of the detail can you see? I mean, like I say, there's not a fat lot I can do about it. I don't really want to have to scale up and scale down my text every time I do a stream, but it should be alright. People like the setup, eh? Thank you. Yeah, it's a curved ultra wide. I've got to update my specs. I have updated my specs, but I haven't updated the links because I've done a new spreadsheet for my specs. So let me actually show you the specs. This is what you'll actually be able to see down below eventually. This even needs updating because some changes have to take place. At the moment, this is a Crosshair Hero. I've got on order a Dark Hero. I'm going to swap it out, and then I'm going to sell this. So because the fan on this is irritating, it's got a fan on the chipset, don't like it. Dark Hero has no fan, that will remove one of the main noises, I don't like it. So I'm going to be swapping out the Hero for the Dark Hero once it arrives, and then selling on the Dark Hero even though it's like 2 weeks old. I've got the Meshify tempered glass side panel, like I said. I've got the Ryzen 5900X 12 core 24 threads. I've got the Kraken Z73. The only reason that I went with that is because I'm going to put my logo on the AIO, because it can support GIFs, so I'm going to have my logo as a GIF with the eyes glowing when I've designed it. And then I've got the 64 gig of Crucial Ballistics. I actually had to swap out a whole 64 gigabytes of RAM for different sticks because I needed the extra sort of speed on the RAM to support the processor. Otherwise I would have been bottlenecking. The GPU is a 3060 Ti. I do plan on swapping this out for a 3080. 3080 Ti, if it is a thing and it's not a rumour. I think it's becoming quite true now. There's a 3080 Ti, but the graphics price is looking to rise, so I'm going to be holding on to the 3060 for a while because I don't need more firepower yet. You know, I mean, this is a massive leap from the 1080 that I had. The RM1000X PSU, I did want an RM1000i or an HX1000i. HX1000i is a bit older. It's what SimSim's got for her rig. The RM1000i, they just don't have in stock. Some of the problems here, I had to make a couple of sacrifices and compromises just due to stock levels because of COVID. So this is wrong as well. I did originally have 120 fan. Actually, no, I do have 3 120 fans, but I've now actually got yes, I've got 2 LL140s, and I've also got it's not 1ML, I believe. It's an LL Pro, and that's 140. We ended up putting an extra fan in than originally planned. I've got to double check this after and then publish it. But I've got a Samsung 980 Pro because I want to take... I didn't see the point in having a Gen 4 system, PCI Gen 4 system, and then not actually utilising it by putting a Gen 3 in. So I'm going to reuse the Gen 3, which isn't in there yet, but that's going to be used to recording stuff onto, because I don't actually store an awful lot of recordings of gameplay. I then cut them down and edit them into small snippets just for personal viewing, and then delete the rest. So I'm only ever storing about 40 gigs worth, 40 to 100 gigs worth of like video from gameplay clips and stuff. So I don't really see the problem with using another M.2 just to hold that. That should be an M.2. This is wrong. It's not an Evo. I'm going to use the Samsung 970 Pro that was currently being used as that. It's not SATA. It's 4 terabyte NVMe. I think that's how you do it. I've got to update this, like I say. That's actually an M.2. So I'm only oh, cheese and crackers. Hang on a minute. I've got to really update this because it's all fungused. It's fucked. I need to add another drive in there. I've got another SSD in there. I'll end up with 3 SSDs. I've got no hard drives anymore. I don't like them. They're noisy and pathetic. So the monitor is an Ultra Gear it's 38 inches from LG. It's on their Ultra Gears. It's got the HDR, it's got the 144 Hz, it's ultra wide, it's G-Sync compatible. Well, not compatible, it's G-Sync hardware, full on G-Sync. And then the other bits and bobs, all the peripherals, mostly stuff that you already know about and whatnot, is all on there. And I'll share that later on. Like I say, I'll do a video on it. So I just want to check the thermals now that we've sort of been running a while. We're looking at like 35 to 40 on the GPU. We are looking at 60 to 70 depending on what we're doing in the Creation Kit. That's perfectly fine for like a 3-hour run. What I now want to do is actually load Skyrim and see how it looks. Now this is just going to be legacy to start with, and I don't have MO put back in place yet, so I'm not entirely ready to stream, which is why this is like a test stream. But if we can load it via just the SKC executable, it's fucked. It's not locked at 60 and it's a mess and things are going to be weird, but I'm going to lock it at 60. So you're only going to see this at 60, but it's actually going to be running at 144 Hz, which is smooth, but everything dies because you shouldn't be running Skyrim over 60. It was never designed that way. Yeah, that's running really, really smooth for me. So the chicken's probably going to freak out, to be fair. You're going to start seeing some weird Havoc stuff go down, like the sign there. Yeah, things are sort of freaking out, but... oh my god! It's not quite fitting correctly, is it? It's sort of shifted off to the side, which is interesting. Yeah, see, it's not showing it quite right on screen and stuff, so that I've really got to figure out and sort. I might have to do a game overlay, but then it risks picking the odd weird bit of software like Photoshop up, so I'm going to have to figure this one out. But again, this is why it's a test stream. I would like to know what a modern game that isn't broken as fuck actually works like. That might be interesting. Building the PC sounds fun. It does. When you're dealing with expensive hardware, it's a little less fun because you know that if you break any of it, you're fucked. It was stressful. It was fun, but it was also extremely stressful. Bit small on the 24-inch monitor. Yeah, I've got two 24 inches here. When I did watch back, it looked a little bit small, but we'll have to deal with it. Can see but not read, and I'm on 48-inch monitor. Yeah, I figured there'd be some issues with it. I don't know if there's a way I can maybe boost the font size in just Creation Kit. I doubt it, but I can look at it. So I'm going to just try a game. I'm just wondering what I should try. It'd be nice to try, well, I say it'd be nice. It'd be nice to try something intensive. Because that's a real good test and it gives me an idea with temps and whatnot. This is still feeling not too bad on the computer, so Hitman is a big beast. Love Hitman. Let's try that. I think I've still got HDR on. Oh fuck. Oh dear. Oh, that'd be interesting. This was a bit weird and broken earlier on. It's running at a... No, don't run at 175 hertz. What are you doing? Let's see how this looks. I don't know if it's going to lag. I don't know if it's going to look good. I don't know what's going to happen. You're going to have to let me know if it's lagging. Ooh. Looks like things are getting a bit pissed off. Temps have ramped a bit to be expected. And this is slow as balls right now. So hang on. Oh, good heavens. Let's just do some showstopper. Yeah, lagging. Figured as much. This is a bit excessive. But we'll do it anyway. Might be when it's just loading. Oh, wow, that's upset with me. Okay, note to self, don't load a 4K fucking game and try and stream it. Okay, that don't work. Worth trying, worth trying. Skip frames detected. So 25% skip frames, so that was a bit intensive. That was like ridiculous, like I said. So let me try something like Invisible Ink. That's a lot less intensive. I mean, was Skyrim okay? I mean, other than the fact that it was halfway off the screen, did Skyrim look okay? Oh, don't tell me this doesn't support. Oh, come on. It might just be the menu. Hang on. Keep these settings, play, let's just continue my game. Yes, let's go there, let's infiltrate.
Engage beam in 5, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1.
Oh, this is a bit late game. This is pushing on for the end of the story, I think. But right, what's that doing? That should be a bit happier with us. That should not hate us as much. Let me just put my FPS counter on my monitor. You guys won't see it, but I will. Where the fuck is it? I'm still learning where everything is. There we go. It's running at 144, but it's lagging a bit because it's not supposed to run at that. Okay, that looks like it might be. It's going much better. Only thing I noticed was the water was freaking out. Yeah, that stuff was down to the frame rate being a bit stupid. But otherwise, that's fine. This looks like it might be alright. Let's go over there and check in this door. Let's open that up. Wow, these guys can move a distance. I really upgraded them, haven't I? Oh, I can click on it like that. Yeah, that's interesting. Fuck it, let's just not be cautious in any way and go after everybody. Yep, cool. Okay. So that was obviously never going to have a problem. So we're not going to run any incredibly intensive games on here. I'm sweating to death, so I'm going to have to make sure the damn heating isn't on full blast, because that gets a bit silly. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Oh, I've turned the monitor off. Whoops. Can you come back on, please? There we go. Yes, new rig. Brand new rig. And I'm still getting things set up. But yeah, so I think what we've determined is that Skyrim will run fine. It's a broken mess at the moment, and I need to fix it and get Mod Organizer working. Modding wise, the creation kit was a bit slow, so I'm going to have to test it outside of stream to see if that's an issue with the kit or if it's an issue with just streaming it and it not liking it and just being generally laggy. The visuals of it are a little small, not incredibly readable, so I'll see if there's anything I can do about it, but if not, there's not, you know, I don't really have a lot of choice. But yeah, it's not too bad. It seems okay. Overlay wise, it seems to be fine. The music was playing on there. The chat's been showing up on there. It's been showing Twitch and YouTube. And it's pretty, and you can see me okay. But if we try and run anything too crazy, it basically dies, which is fine. We lost about 25% of our frames when we loaded something like 4K and very high-end game. I reckon that was running at like 30 FPS, Hitman. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this stream. I don't even have all the scenes. I don't have like a pre-show or a post-show or anything like that at the moment. I've got to put that stuff together and whatnot, but I'm still in the process of putting this rig together. I reckon it's going to be like another week until I actually come back and stream properly. This is just a test stream. I will be doing a video hopefully on, like I say, on the rig, on all the spec details, on how it's all set up and whatnot, just talking about it a bit, and also showing the new stream setup once I've ironed it out. But yeah, for now that is going to be the end of the stream. I'm going to go play some Nintendo Switch. I'm going to give this thing a break. I'm going to let it download stuff, because I've got to download about 3 terabytes worth of games, because I had to wipe the drive because Xbox killed it. So I'm still in the process of re-downloading a lot of stuff. I only put Skyrim back on yesterday. So that is going to be it for this stream. Unfortunately, I can't sit here and answer any modding questions or do anything else. I've got to run. I've got to shut this down. That was a decent test for this, just to see how things are. So thank you for hanging around. Those of you who have joined, that have given some feedback, check things out. I will let you know up on the Discord when I'm going to be streaming next, sort of officially. But until then, yeah. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will speak to you all next time. And like I say, there'll be no outro, so I'm just going to sit here and let the sort of 10-second delay happen.